Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Samuzo. If you are new here, please click the subscribe button just below this video. Like, watch other videos I've made, and I promise you would love it. If you're one of us, welcome back. Today I have to talk about something, a Nigerian movie, and this is something I don't normally do because I've never talked about any Nigerian movie or Nollywood in general on this channel. But this is the first time because I did not even watch the part one of this movie, but I watched the part two with my sister, and I could not believe I sat down 3 hours to watch this movie. It was worth it. I'm going to be talking about the things I loved about this movie and probably the things I did not love, although there were very little things I did not like about the movie. So let's get into it. Well, for a start, this movie is called Love in Every Word, and oh my god, I could feel the love. It made me remember how it is getting married into an Igbo family, like how I saw my sisters getting married and how the feeling was. Igbo married Igbo has a different type of feeling. I mean, especially when it comes to a rich family. The thing I love the most about this movie is that they showed the good and the bad parts about marriage planning and how it is for typical Igbo people, because people have forgotten how it is that when you want to get married, a typical Igbo family will investigate the family you are marrying from. So that is what happened in that scene with Mama G. I don't know if you know her as Mama G, but her name is Patience Ozoko. There are many rules actually, and that's why both families go to each other's villages to investigate, or ask people, what do you know about this family? That is how Igbo, I am an Igbo boy, that is our culture, that is how we are. So I like the fact that Omoni Oboli, the producer, she's not an Igbo woman, but she did her assignments. She actually, she brought out those parts of being an Igbo woman and an Igbo man, So that's one part I love. Another part I love is how Bam Bam acted. Bam Bam acted like a woman with a very feminine energy. She made the man feel like she's needy, but she didn't really want him because she had her own business going on, but she made him feel like he's very much needed. Do you understand? And I'm not talking about financially, emotionally. I love the tone of her voice, the way she was just acting like a baby, for the man. And the man was very, dominant. He was very dominant. He was very understanding. Even when the ex came back, he was very understanding. I just love everything about the movie. Even watching it from the part two, some movies you will not understand anything because I did not watch the part one. Some movies you will not understand anything. Well, I could understand some of the things that went on in part one because of the part two. Do you understand? And another thing I love is that the boys, brother and sister were not just they were not just extra. They actually were part of the movie. Like we could see them in the wedding, how they danced with the bride and groom. We could see their conversations, how they played with each other, the normal sibling vibe. The movie was even good enough to have ended it with the fact that they would have just written and they got married, or they lived happily ever after. But she actually showed the whole wedding, the process, and she went all out. Jesus Christ, she went all out. She actually invited Boy Spice, Zoro, Cubana Chief Priest. The budget was budgeting. See the food, very rich. I know she had a lot of sponsors, and one thing I hated was that the branding. I know the brands that sponsored the whole thing. I know it's good to showcase them, but it was a little too obvious. Which one was please bring the power oil. What was that? Say please bring the power oil. Or we announce this brand. Like it was not just show them on the video. We know they are your sponsors, but I feel like that was too much. But in general, I love the movie. Oh god, I love the movie. The girl's mother, Love. I think that's one of my favorite characters. I love how she was boasting to her friends that my daughter has this, my daughter has that, because that's a typical Igbo woman. You know, I love how Obonoboli was very detailed. Do you understand? And she didn't feel the need to include herself, because let's not lie, other producers like Funke Akindele, they must be in the movie. And that, this is no shade, but I really love the fact that she didn't need to be in the movie. Like, she was just a producer on this movie. She was not even, she did not even need to come on the part 2. From the Odogu that is very funny himself to to the best friend of Bam Bam in the movie. You know, it was just funny. It was funny when she was crying when the man and Bam Bam separated, and she was crying because I don't know how friend will do. When your friend is dating, when your friend is dating a rich man, and they are separated, you know you don't have benefits again, so you will cry. You pain the girl past people within the relationship. So I love that little bit of comedy they had going on there. It was what made me sit down for the whole of 3 hours, and I was not tired. Some movies didn't need part 2, like The Wedding Party. People did not like the part 2 because it was not necessary. It was not well scripted. But this one was very much needed. I mean, I don't know how she did it, but the script writing was very good. It was very good. I love the fact that they highlighted the fact that she had her own business going on. The man has his own business. Even though he's a billionaire, she had her own thing going on, so that it doesn't translate to the fact that girls should be seeking high value men without being high value women themselves. It shows us the part that you need to get something going on for yourself, even while seeking someone high value. The love was not one-sided. We saw how Bam Bam was very supportive. She was always stroking his ego, like, oh Dogu, please. There was a part where she was angry at him and he could not even sleep on the same bed, though he wanted to be in her good graces, and he slept on the couch, even as a billionaire. There's humility there in the love. These two did not have sex before marriage. I'm not saying you have to copy that or you have to go by that, but it shows how much intentionality the guy has for her. If you really want something, he will go for it. That's why they say if he wanted to, he will. You see how he was even the one telling her that no, this is the promise you made, that you don't want sex before marriage. So he was trying to make her fulfill that promise. I love how they show forgiveness to the girl's father. Everything was just well thought out. I love the movie. 10 over 10. Omoni did a big one, and please go and watch the movie if you haven't. Thank you for sticking to the end of this video. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know why you have not subscribed to now, but please click the subscribe button below this video. Like, comment. I want to know what you think about the movie. Please share this video to your loved ones and your friends. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. Till next time. Bye.